Well, folks, this is it.
It's finally time.
The moment is here. We must say goodbye.
Forever.
To what?
To this room.
This space right here, this is the last time you will see us filming here because we have finished the basement.
And I'm so excited, but we thought before we break in the new space, we wanted to make sure to give a proper goodbye to this space where it really all began.
Right, a wonderful thank you to this space. We originally decided to convert this extra bedroom into a YouTube shooting space because we had seen a tutorial from Becky and Chris on their vlog, and we thought, hey, we could do that. And it was around the time that we really wanted to start making this kind of content, and it also coincided with us making some content for our professional life, and we needed a space to shoot that, so we decided to convert this space.
And it served us really well. We've had a lot of fun in here. We've made a ton of videos in here, and now we get to take all of the things that we kind of put together in here and use it in our new basement space.
And fortunately, unfortunately, this will probably be an exercise room, which means we need to start exercising again. But
You heard it here.
this is the last time you see us here, and next time you see us, we will be in our bright and shiny, brand new basement space.
So this is it. This is our main shot, our vlogging shot, and we are so happy with how this came out.
It's amazing down here.
Yeah, and what's really cool is how versatile it is. Like, we can be sitting here in our vlog shot, and the next thing you know, we go right to our B shot, which is a total bonus. We actually didn't even plan on having this, but now we have a whole nother set when there's just one of us talking, or maybe if we just want to switch it up. Here we are. And then from here, we just hop over to our C shot.
With me talking to you about stuff. This will be probably for tutorials, demonstration videos, maybe unboxing. Who knows? There's so much fun to be had.
And when we're done with this, now we're in our sweet new podcast setup. We're super pumped. We're actually going to start filming our podcast for YouTube, so we thought we'd create a set for it, and here we are. And when we're done with this, we just... So needless to say, we are pretty excited about all the options we have down here.
Seriously, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with all my free time now. Nights and weekends, they're free. I guess I'm gonna have to start making content rather than just sitting here and admiring the space.
So I guess we have a whole lot of things on our list. But for those of you that have followed us along the way, I hope you enjoyed the process. If you're just joining us, we thought we'd give a little recap of what we actually did for this project.
There's been a major renovation down here.
This is the future site of one of our sets, which you will see, I hope it works out.
This was a really dingy, dirty old basement, and we really wanted to renovate it so that we can make it a usable, clean, comfortable space to make all of our content and photos and videos, whatever kind of project we're working on.
Yeah, so we started this whole project with the floor. We cleaned the floor, we put the epoxy down, which was fun-ish.
Yeah, it took a while because it was really gross. And then we put the plastic up on the ceiling so that it stopped all the dust and crap from falling because it was just a bunch of insulation up there.
Yeah, then Pete took on the massive project of putting up the metal wall studs and drywall, and then spackling and all that jazz.
It's actually drywall mud or joint compound, and I got it everywhere. Made a giant mess. But I learned how to tape in mud, and they came out really good. I gave myself a C-, I believe, in one of the episodes, but after we painted it and after I've seen it for a while, I think I raised that to a B+.
Yeah,
So
I agree with that.
I think we've gotten some points back, so that's a good thing. And once that was all settled and we were insulated in here, we cut a hole in the vent so that we could have heat, and then it's been warm in here ever since. It's actually fantastic to be down here.
Yeah, it's been pretty awesome. We also refinished our stairs, so we didn't have any risers on the stairs. We got brand new treads, so we refinished those, and those are really actually very nice to have.
It really shored up the whole thing because they're kind of rickety, and so now it's really nice to have brand new stairs. That came out awesome. We also built this shiplap wall behind us, which was the Pinterest Queen's project. It came out awesome. Really, if you're looking to make a cool feature wall in a room in your house, check that one out. That's really inexpensive way to make the wall look awesome. We painted all the walls. We added baseboard and trimmed out everything. We built the radon mitigation.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
What's we gonna call that?
I mean, I guess we, solution.
Solution. We built the solution, and it actually turned out awesome. So we added electrical boxes all around the basement and in the ceiling, so we'd have plenty of places to plug our gear and our lights in.
Yeah, and then we were able to order the furniture and grab all the things that were supposed to go back in this place, organize them on shelves, install them, even installed some lights in the ceiling, and we are really happy with how it all came out. But obviously we love everything about this space, but there were a few unexpected loves that I think we wanted to call out here.
Yeah, for sure.
So the first thing that we unexpectedly love is actually the plastic ceiling. So we knew we wanted to do this to keep all the dust at bay, but when we first did the project, it was pretty simple. Everything else seemed like a bigger feat, so we kind of ignored it till the end. Now that it's done, I absolutely love it.
Right. I don't love the way it looks. It's not like a finished room feel, but I do love the functionality because it is super simple to just change something, put something up, cut into it, tape it back shut, and it still keeps the dust out. It is absolutely awesome.
Yeah, it is. The next thing is actually our radon mitigation solution.
We'll call it the solution.
The solution. So that was kind of lingering throughout this project. We didn't really have a plan for it. It was an eyesore. Then we found out it was actually also an audio sore, and we needed to do something about it. So Pete kind of built this little corner. Then we put the sound panels on the inside and the outside, and now it actually turns out to be a feature of the space.
We added a light to it, so it just shows the cool texture of it, and now it just adds to the shot. It's better than we thought it would be, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. And then the last thing that was unexpected that we love is actually something we didn't talk much about. It's the backdrop shelf that we created.
Yeah, we have a ton of photo backdrops that we had nowhere to go. They're 9 feet long, so they're large, and we didn't know where to store them, and so we realized we had enough space along this beam in the ceiling, so we got some plumber's piping and made a little rack and tucked them all up top, and now they're out of the way, they're off the floor, and they're easy to get to, and really, I absolutely love it. I didn't even know that I'd be that excited about a shelf. So that leads us to the unexpected regrets that we've had since we finished the project. The first one would be all the unfinished areas around the pipes and the electrical box. What happened was we never really came up with a good solution while we were in the middle of construction.
But we didn't want to stop things and slow it down.
And we kept saying, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. And then soon enough, we just moved in the furniture and everything's in, and now it's just kind of an eyesore.
And we've yet to figure it out.
I doubt that anything's ever going to happen with that. It's all insulated, but it does look kind of crappy. So that's number one.
Number two is actually regarding the shiplap wall. So Pete didn't do the seams behind the shiplap wall because we thought, if we ever needed to tear apart the shiplap wall and change our mind, that we'd have to redo a whole bunch of the wall anyway. However, when we actually put the wall together, it really wasn't that damaging. So now...
that stuff can come off pretty simply and just have a little bit of spackle and it'll be good to go. So now if I do ever take this down, I will have to redo those seams. So that's kind of a bummer. So number three, in hindsight, I would have done the walls before I painted the floor.
Yeah, and actually the reason we did it the way we did is because when we did the floor, we didn't think we were doing drywall, so it didn't seem like a big deal. However, we spent way too much time cleaning the floor because the drywall made such a mess and the floor was finished.
Right, and when all was said and done, there's little chips and marks here and there, and it's kind of a bummer because we did spend a lot of time doing the floor.
Yeah, so in hindsight, we would have done it the other way.
But all in all, we are absolutely in love with everything we did.
So now it comes down to the budget for the project. Now, when we first started this, we told ourselves just kind of mentally we were going to spend around $2,000. And I thought that was a ridiculous goal.
Yeah, I mean, we were literally asking to renovate an entire dingy old thing.
Yeah, into this wonderful space that we have now. And in my mind, I thought there was no way we could do it. But turns out I was wrong.
We spent $2,048.98.
We totally nailed it. But then on top of that, we did a whole bunch of returns throughout the process because I would buy things, get the wrong things, bring it back. And we actually came in under budget at $1,645.82.
Boom!
Nailed it. Way under budget. That's very exciting and never happens, ever, especially with DIY projects.
But the most important number of this entire renovation is the number of trips we took to Home Depot.
Can you guess?
How many trips did Rhi and Pete take to Home Depot during this renovation?
How many?
A total of 23 trips.
23 trips!
Including 12 trips for returns, and then 1 trip to Lowe's.
Yeah.
And this took an entirety of 3 whole months to the day.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, last couple weeks we've been kind of tinkering down here. This doesn't include the budget that we spent on the furniture. We gave ourselves a $1,000 budget for that. We actually came under there as well. We spent around $800 on the furniture, the shelves, the plants we have, and then we shopped our house to find the things to put around here to decorate. And so all in all, we were under budget and very happy with the results. So now that this project is all done, you will be seeing no more basement renovation updates because this is a wrap.
It's a wrap. Wait, did I nail it?
Yeah, great timing.
Oh, I did it.
Just
We've been practicing. I just wanted to make sure I nailed it.
So anyways, from now on, you will just be seeing us use this awesome space, and we will leave you today with some sweet B-roll. But before we go, do us a favor. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you get notified when we post new videos. Now, let's roll that sweet B-roll.
Check that B-roll. We really.
What do I do with my hands? Is this normal? Is this normal?